Hello again, friends, and welcome back to Triangle Strategy. Before you maximize or tab away, if you can real quick just drop a like on the video, I would appreciate it so much. Now, we have just finished up our duties in Aesfrost, and we're getting ready to head back to House Wolffort. However, before we do that, I would like to jump into the encampment, just to see if anything new jumps out at us here. We have all the upgrades. We haven't been here in a little while. Oh, those take 6 iron? Holy cow. I did not realize that. And it takes a silver to actually get us up to the next rank. Yeah, we can't upgrade anybody to the next rank. This first one's not bad though. One or two of things. Wait. Well, it's like that for everyone except for Serenoa. Serenoa's cost 6 iron, everyone else just costs 2 of things. I would really like to use Rudolph a bit, so I think we're going to give him this damage buff. Oh, it gets more expensive as you unlock things. Okay, I see. Alright. Hey guy. Tavern in the encampment, huh? Suppose I should have expected much from one of the high houses. Still not comfortable here, but it beats being stuck in Aesfrost. Thanks again for picking up a crew like me. The smugglers repay our debts with hard work. Will not see me shying away from our next fight. That's good, because I'm bringing you. Alright. Their duty fulfilled, Seranoa and House Wolffort bid farewell to the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost.
I bid you safe passage home, Lord Wolffort.
Thank you, Sigrith.
Many thanks for the send-off. Pray relay my gratitude to the Archduke as well.
I shall. And do take care of our friend Rudolph here, who I trust will not be causing you any trouble.
No, we better not.
Treating me like a naughty child right to the end. Anyhow, you take care of yourself, Sigrith.
And with that, I must be off. Till we meet again.
We should be on our way as well.
No one's left anything behind.
Not I. I even purchased a souvenir or two to bring home.
That's all well and good. But once we reach home, it'll be wedding preparations for you.
Oh boy.
Indeed. The ceremony fast approaches. Truth be told, I'm more than a little nervous.
Frederica, don't get cold feet.
Oh dear, is that so? And how are you feeling, Lord Serenoa?
I'm feeling handsome as shit, Gila. What's wrong with your bride over there?
Bit nervous too, of course. But that is easily outweighed by my excitement.
Don't you lie to me, Serenoa.
As well it should be. It shall be a celebration for the ages. Isn't that right, Benedict?
Yes, of course.
What troubles you, Benedict? You sound distracted.
Nothing about the ceremony, I assure you. This journey has simply proven a sobering reminder that salt remains a complex issue in our realm.
And yet despite it, we make strides toward peace. The mining accord is proof enough of that.
Roland is right. We can only do what we can to ease tensions and resolve matters peacefully.
A duty which requires constant vigilance.
A land of snow and ice. Completed. Saving the game. We're gonna jump into a new save spot here, just in case anything uncouth happens.
His diplomatic visit as Lord of the House complete, Serenoa returns to the Wolffort domain. Safely within Glenbrook, Roland and Huguette retire to Whiteholm in the Crown City. Alas, there is no time for rest in House Wolffort, as Serenoa soon finds himself swept up in preparations for his wedding to Frederica.
Dude, this is like new Sims 4 expansion.
Dragan, meanwhile, presides over the blasting of a new tunnel at the Grand Norzellian mines.
Chapter 4, A New Dawn. Blammo!
That should be the end of that bothersome bedrock. Investigate it at once.
Dude is way too dressed up for this occasion. I don't know how we feel about Dragan yet. He seems like a good dude, but they're also trying to make him look shady.
What is it? Do we require more explosives?
That's a good solution to your problems right there.
No, Lord Dragan. You best come see for yourself.
It's a dragon.
What the? It couldn't be.
It's a dragon. A baby dragon.
That settles the wedding program, then. We still must decide upon the wedding dress, however.
Not we, Benedict. Surely the lady herself must decide. What do you desire, Frederica?
Well...
Hadn't you mentioned wanting to dress in the Rosellan custom for the ceremony?
Then you'd best ask the Roselle about that. There's a Rosellan Village here in the domain. I'm sure they'd make you a dress if you asked.
But what of the other nations in attendance? Surely Hyzant would not look kindly upon it.
Who cares?
Lord Symon, is it true that you assisted the Roselle who fled Hyzant during the war, and that you then granted them asylum here?
Aye, that is how the Roselle came to live within our domain.
It was a source of great tension, but in the end, Lord Symon's perseverance prevailed, and a group of Roselle found new homes here. To this day, the Holy State demands they be returned to Hyzant, citing their goddess's teachings as justification.
They have to be returned? Like clothes that don't fit? Like what the hell? Why do they want them back if they don't like them?
The roots of the conflict run deep. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect those who we have sworn to take under our wing. Should you choose to dress in the Rosellan custom, we shall stand behind you every step of the way.
Is that so? Then... I see not how I could refuse such a kindness.
I shall accompany you to the village. To tell the truth, I have never been there myself. It would be a good opportunity to get to know them to strengthen our bonds.
As is your duty, my son.
Always duty first with this guy.
Rosellan custom it is, then. Let us depart at once to make the request.
Aye, all of us. Ooh, I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Is it just me or does Benedict look so pale that he looks like a ghost? You look like a little house piece from Monopoly. That's what that reminds me of. Main story, no side stories. Seranoa visits the Rosellan Village in his domain for the first time in hopes that they will make his betrothed's wedding dress. It's literally the closest village to us and we've just never gone there.
Greetings and welcome, Lord Serenoa and Lady Frederica.
How do you know our names? I've never been here before.
My name is Jerome. I bid you welcome on behalf of the Roselle. And congratulations on your engagement, as well as assuming lordship of your house.
You have my gratitude. We hope you will continue to lend your support to House Wolffort.
You have my word. I owe your Lord Father a great debt. Though even were that not the case, you are engaged to one of our own in Lady Frederica. Few things could bring us more joy. We shall make the finest dress you have ever seen.
Are they spying on us? How did they know that's why we're here?
On that subject, I have one humble request. I would like to incorporate this pendant into the design.
The pendant you're never without.
'Tis one of a kind, left to me by my late mother. She was one of the Rosellan refugees who fled Hysant during the war and found her way to Aesfrost. In a twist of fate, she fell in love with the former Archduke, and thus was I born. In secret, of course. After I was born, she was sent back to Hysant, where she met her end.
I see why it never leaves you. Pray fashion the dress in this pendant's image.
It shall be done, my lord. Let us delay no further. Lady Frederica, please step inside, that we may take your measurements.
Thank you kindly.
The measurements may take some time, Lord Serenoa. Perhaps you'd care to take a stroll and see the village while you wait.
Looks like we have an exploration episode on our hands again, don't we? Would seem we have an exploration episode on our hands. Perhaps I'll have a look around the village and get to know the people while they're taking our measurements. Lord Symon offered us his protection without a word about our origins, or our troubled history. His generosity is boundless. I fear we shall never repay it. Instead, I simply pray that our village remains protected. Bear a great responsibility to these people. It falls to me to keep their land from harm, no matter what the cost. We learned about Serenoa's duty. Not to be confused with his duty. Your hair certainly does make you stand out, my lord. We don't get many visitors to our fair village. We came to this land in the midst of the Salt Iron War, desperate to escape Hysant's extraordinary cruelty. Your father then granted us asylum in our hour of need, shielding us from further harm. I think all of these are good answers, but I think I like the bottom one most. Just to reiterate to him, like, hey, I intend to fully honor the agreements. Like, let's work together, make this land a prosperous one for your people. cannot thank you enough for those kind words. May they be a beacon of hope for the generations to come. We will do all in our power to make it so. Father granted the Roselle asylum in our lands. Though they once hailed from Hyzant, they are now much a part of the Wolffort domain as anyone else. They sure are. Oh, we can go in houses. Should have known. Anna. Oh, the whole party's here. What's everyone doing? Oh, stealing money? Hell yeah. We got notes. Oh, Fragila, what you up to? Regret to say this is my first time visiting the Rosellan Village. It's my first time too. Happy to say that they flourished under Lord Symon's protection these last 30 years. Couldn't believe my eyes when the Roselle arrived in the domain during the Salt Iron War. Never seen anyone so downtrodden. Moves me to my core to see them thriving in peace times after all they went through. Now we just gotta keep them safe. I'm eternally grateful to House Wolffort. We would not be alive today if not for your protection. As a steward for this village, I pray we can work together to ensure a lasting peace. The Roselle share a portion of the forest bounty with House Wolffort each year, as thanks for their safekeeping. Their quality pelts and fresh fruit make for a significant portion of House Wolffort's capital. Oh, this is self-serving, I see. That's why we keep them in good graces. What's up? Can I jump down? No. Down the ladder. Let's talk to this feller. I pray today's hunt goes well. I'd love to fetch a fine pelt for House Wolffort. You don't gotta say that just because I'm here, guy. We must be strong and vigilant if we're to maintain peace and that we have enjoyed on these lands. HP recovery pellet. I want all the cool stuff. And I won't stop till I got it. We've made our home here in the valley in the hopes we'd not be discovered. Use the lay of the land to our advantage, like. Oh, there are people down here to chat with. What up, girl? It'll just be a bit longer, taking Lady Frederica's measurements. Have a look around the village in the meanwhile. I will do just so. Though we may be under House Wolffort's protection, we dare not leave the village. God is faithful. The goddess is faithful will haul us straight back to the source if they catch us. Yeah. Meow. We play together almost every day. Today we're climbing the ladder to the roof and playing lookouts. Hello, small child. It's no fun staying in the village all the time. I want to go play somewhere else. Mother gets mad at me if I go too far. We're gonna go with the top option. I think they're all decent, but none of them are great. But you'll be able to venture further afield when you're older. When that day comes, I'll show you both around the domain myself. Like, don't worry. And this is a good lesson for everybody. Like, when you get older, things do get cooler. Life gets a little bit easier. Wow, really? I want to see all the big ships in the harbor. You have my word. Look at all the ships you like. Just do as your mother says. For now. I will. Oh, I can't wait to grow up. Boy, I'm gonna take you on roller coasters. As soon as you are tall enough to ride. Where are we going? I feel like we've already completed this entire village. I'm not used to these exploration sections being less than a half hour. Well... well, maybe it was just a quick little 5-minute intermission here. Let's conclude. Surely they'll have finished taking her measurements by now. Bro, we just talked to her, like, a minute ago. They're not ready. Meanwhile...
Do you understand just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim?
When you put it like that.
Punish me if you will. But if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
What did you learn, Roland? Please. During your gallivanting.
Oh? Well, if you are so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play.
Uh-oh.
You will oversee the Grand Norzellian mines.
Father, it would be a privilege.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection, and so I would rather put your energies to work for the kingdom.
Something tells me that is a complete lie.
I shan't let you down, Father.
Regna knows something.
I am not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you. Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Certainly don't go and hold a stick of dynamite while they are exploding.
Of course.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
Butt pats for everyone. Single file.
I shall. You have my word.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring Lord Wolffort? It is his job to oversee the operation after all. And his closeness with Dragan may engender goodwill.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. But I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Aesfrost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
So you share Frani's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Seranoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
Yeah, Dad.
Concerning words, Your Highness, House Wolffort must be subject to the same scrutiny as any other.
Roland.
Petriot doesn't sit well with me. Like, Regna's actions are slightly concerning, but just Petriot seems very much a snake. I would not be surprised to learn that he has his hands much deeper in the cookie jar than it's portrayed.
Bring these tidings to Gustadolf at once. Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you. What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Aesfrost. You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
I need to know what's back there.
Lord Dragan, are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzellia.
Are we in the democracy of Glenfort? I didn't think so.
And so I ask this of you. Stand with me as I lead this great realm into a new era.
You risk much giving us these orders. I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our find. When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward you all handsomely for delivering me such a boon.
You are to be Prime Minister?
Or Ambassador to Glenbrook, perhaps. Time will tell. Either way, with this I shall make my mark. And do what neither Father nor Gustadolf ever could.
And what is that?
What news from Dragan, dear brother?
Yeah, I need to know.
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true.
So you take him at his word?
I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report.
And? What are his demands?
He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Aesfrost. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse.
So he means to threaten you?
He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered is worth the price he asks. What would you do, were you me?
I would tell the player what we're talking about.
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did, and they have been issued emergency orders.
Then leave the rest to me. I shall depart at once.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well. Ah, Dragan, you will rue the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment. I hand down the orders. Yield or be crushed beneath my heel.
And to think, this game started with so much peace. Alright, right back into the main story. Right back into Rosellan Village. Main story. Roland comes to the Rosellan Village bearing a proposal for Serenoa. Oh, this must be about the mine. Something about it.
The dress measurements are finished at last. I applaud your patience.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Is it exactly as you hoped?
It is indeed. I can hardly wait to see it finished.
I am glad to hear it.
There you are.
Prince Roland. And Huette besides. What brings you here?
We were looking for you.
We inquired around Castle Wolffort and heard you all had come here.
Has something happened?
Father has asked me to keep watch over the mines. Won't you join me?
You scarcely need ask. Of course.
Can't you
A
see I'm
wise
busy?
course of action, seeing as you will be overseeing the mining operations.
I am busy dress shopping.
And we can present Dragan with the gifts we procured abroad.
Maybe we can guilt him into giving back whatever it is he plans on taking.
A fine opportunity to get to know the man better. He is quite talented, is he not?
He is a man with grand visions for the future. That much is certain. I shall tell you more of him along the way.
Then let us waste not one moment more. To the mines.
To the mines.
I'll have the dress ready in time for the ceremony, my lord.
You have my thanks, Jerome.
And my axe.
Serenoa and Frederica journey to the Rosellan Village so she may be fitted for her wedding gown. The young lord gains an unexpected moment of quietude while he waits. However, Roland soon arrives with orders from King Regna to inspect the grand Norzellian mines, where Dragan has made great progress.
One might even call his progress dynamite! let's jump into the encampment. We have... Ooh, combating mages. Do we want to do this? I kind of want to do this. On a square board, like this... I don't know. Magic users can strike from a distance and are feared on the battlefield. Their area attacks can also deal damage to multiple targets, so positioning is vital when fighting them. I think we're gonna do this one quick. We only got 6 units on the field. Yeah, 6 out of 6. Against 5 mages? Wait. 2 healers and 3 mages. Who has... Can we sort by movement? We can. Who's slow? He's slow, but he's got range. Let's take Frederica out.
Aye, can do.
And let's take out the healer too. We're just gonna go on a blitz. We're going on a blitz. We're doing that. 2 archers. We really even want Benedict? Whatever, we're good. Benedict, you can hang up there. We want to get as close as we can. Beautiful. Beautiful. Start as close as we can and just blitz in. I assume they're gonna have AoE like Frederica does. Which does make me a little nervous, but just try not to get into a square. Oh, that's unfortunate. And we can rush. Oh, does that put us at the end?
If I must.
Oh, hell yeah, that's so cool.
For my kingdom.
Leveled up. Let's go.
The hunt is on.
I don't think blindness matters at all. Just arrow him down. Or we can just miss, which I suppose is the second best option. Alright, I'm curious.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I'm curious what they are going to do. I wonder if Rudolph can hit. No, we're gonna buff Anna.
It is time to strike.
Oh.
With her double attack, she might be able to just get a kill here shortly.
We doing this?
Aim and fire.
Oh, the kill. Easy peasy. Now. Unfortunately, we dealt too much damage, so we didn't get any kudos for that back attack. The back attack follow-up. Hold on, are these really mages? Are they just gonna walk forward and hit us with their books? There we go.
I will end this.
What about over here? Yeah, let's do this.
Sound strike.
Can I... Oh, okay. Split up the damage a little bit. Probably not the wisest move, but this is why I wanted to do it.
It ends here.
We win.
But where shall we strike?
Oh, this is just a healer. Can we move up here? Does that get the kill? Oh, it sure does.
Perish.
The hunt is on. Darkness engulfs you.
Use our special attack, that way it doesn't kill him. So we get the follow-up attack kudo.
Too obvious.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Grab this spoil real quick.
Now, just
Get
as
a
I
couple
planned.
kudos from this backstab follow-up.
To work.
I don't want to get this kill quite yet.
Time to work.
Because I really want this guy.
My turn.
Spoil secured. That will give us the backstab follow-up.
This is it.
My
think-
stratagem is superior.
Nope, we didn't get a backstab for it, but that's okay. Oh yeah, that was rough. 7 kudos. Everything died way too quick. Lord, how can I help you today? Promote? How do I promote? Need medals of bravery and level 10. I don't have either of those. Oh wait, the trade post. Let's at the trade post. More things to buy. I think we're going to buy... I think we're going to buy this in tandem here. Yeah, we're going to buy that. Move an ally's turn to directly after your own. And I think we found... Do we have any more notes right now? Any new ones? Okay, we have one new note. I think we're going to buy Salt Iron War Part 1 and Part 2. We'll buy these on a different day. That gives us a 3-fer. What's this guy got for us? Oh, he's a regular merchant. Let's get up to 2 of each of these. Or we can just buy it all out. God, it's so expensive to upgrade things. It's so expensive. Like, resource-wise. 6 iron? It's so many. Who else? I think Roland is amazing, and we could definitely benefit from keeping him around. Just gonna bump his weapon potency up. And we don't have enough money to do any more. We have things we can sell. Not really. We can sell some of these HP recovery pellets. There, just like that. What else? She could use some extra damage. Oh, we don't have enough fiber. I would love for her to get upgraded. Actually, weapon potency. I wonder if that would increase our spell damage too. Okay. We're gonna head back into the map. This was going to be our next destination after we do some notes. Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 10. Situated at the edge of the Hyzantian Desert, the Citadel of the Sands is the Holy State's first line of defense. It has been the site of countless battles throughout history, including the vicious border skirmishes of the Salt Iron War. Due to its importance, one of the Saintly Seven has always overseen its command. After the Salt Iron War, Minister Sorcely End assumed the position and began the work of developing the Citadel into a trading post. To think that a place that has witnessed so much bloodshed could transform into a peaceful hub of commerce. Life truly is full of surprises. Perhaps that's why, though Hyzant rarely gets visitors from other lands, here I often catch glimpses of people whose provenance I cannot discern. Or perhaps it's only my imagination. Salt Iron War Part 1. The Salt Iron War, one of the fiercest wars raged in the realm of Norzelia, can be roughly divided into 3 periods. Before its onset, the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost secretly contacted the Kingdom of Glenbrook and asked for an alliance to break Hyzant's monopoly over salt. Glenbrook agreed. In exchange for their logistical support and permission to march through the kingdom, Glenbrook asked Aesfrost for joint governance of the source. On the day the war began, the Duchy's troops proceeded through Glenbrook and declared war on Hyzant as they rushed the Holy State's capital. Hyzant barely had time to close its gates, and the Goddess's shield protected them from the onslaught. But their forces were unprepared, leaving them no choice but to take the defensive against Aesfrost's iron might. In hopes of turning their position around, the Hierophant sought the aid of a clan that made their home in the northeastern reaches of modern-day Glenbrook. They called themselves House Wolffort. Symon, lord of their house, heard the Hierophant's plea and made way for the Holy State with a small but elite force of warriors. Their bold attack broke through the Duchy's encirclement and forced them to retreat to the border. This effectively destroyed the Aesfrost's hope of an early resolution. The exploits of Symon Wolffort changed history. From that point forth, the Wolfforts, which had been no more than a small clan in the area, became key in altering the course of the war. Part 2. The fighting came to a standstill with Aesfrost and Glenbrook on one side, and Hyzant and Wolffort on the other. The war affected not only those on the battlefield, but all across Norzelia. Before long, the salt reserves that the Duchy had amassed in anticipation of the war began to dwindle, and they realized they would not last much longer. In Hyzant, the Hierophant succumbed to illness. The Saintly Seven quarreled over who would succeed the Holy One, and the city descended into chaos. It's rumored that, during the turmoil, the Roselle revolted and fled the source. Nothing was made official, but the rumor was likely true, given the subsequent state of the city and the army struggles. Despite the growing fatigue of both parties, all nations involved were reluctant to retreat out of fear of public backlash, so the war dragged on. Battles small and large were waged. The fight at the renowned Citadel and Sands among them. Details of the damages are still unknown to this day. People and soldiers of all nations suffered greatly over the 30 years that came to be known as the Salt Iron War. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope to see you again soon. Take care.